Alright, so it's late, so I'm going to keep this short, but I went ahead and got Climax Fighters. It was about $60 thanks to CGM. They had an 80 SGD code, so I used that to get in. I pretty much have like no money left on that account. Now, the game is, it's pretty simple. It plays kind of like a Gundam Versus game. My biggest complaint with it is that the combo system is just really simple. There's not really a whole lot to it. I don't know how many people are going to be playing this online, so I don't know like how much of a online scene or life this is going to have, but the fan service is great. The gameplay is actually pretty fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play as Meteor and just explain the mechanics really quick. So the first thing you notice is the game is 60 FPS. So they definitely have taken the feedback from Genesis, which was one of the biggest problems with that game. The frame rate was really choppy. It didn't make the combat feel as fluid as it should have. That's definitely been fixed here. Even with 4 players, it doesn't seem like it hitches at all. Obviously pretty small environments, not the greatest quality character models. It should be like that. So analog stick moves. R1 is dash. You have a guard. Pretty standard stuff, guard breaking. You get a sidestep, which is invincible. You also have one aerial action. You have a square attack, which has multiple combos depending on what direction you push. There's his basic square attack. And here's the down one. So you have your rider arts on the triangle button. He has this move from Fat Ride War. So each rider has a skill, and when you push R3, you'll be able to use it. With him, it's like a dodge; you can stay invincible. Now the evolution gauge, I don't know if I can fill that up right now, but that basically puts you in your strongest form. When you're in your strongest form, you have hyper armor. So most of your combos are going to come from being at a wall bounce, or putting his opponent in a wall bounce situation. Other than that, you can't really do a whole lot. So the moveset's not too advanced. I pretty much show the majority of his moveset. So I'll go into a quick battle here. The most disappointing thing about this game is there is no rock quarry level. It's definitely not definitely not franchise accurate. You definitely should be finding in a rock quarry, but they have all the industrial buildings and stuff, so still some accuracy to the source material. So I'm going to go through a quick battle here, and you should be able to get a better grasp of the mechanics, hopefully. I'm gonna let him beat me up a bit so you guys can see the evolution. There you go. Alright, so that's the gist of the mechanics. Basically, it's pretty simple. I don't know why I lost there, but it doesn't really matter. So basically, you want to make sure that you you dodge properly, you use the dash gauge, and you try to get your opponent at the wall. That's basically the most damage that you can do. Otherwise, the combo system seems pretty simple. I'm honestly a little disappointed that it's so simple, but this is the first game in what I assume is going to be a series, so maybe they will improve or iterate on it later. The game is fun. I think for the Singaporean price of about $60 after all the markup and everything, I think it's a pretty fair price. I don't know how many people are going to be playing it online, so if you're going to get this, I'd hope that you have someone locally or a friend online to play it with. So I can go ahead and show the I'll show the mission mode really quick. Now the missions mostly seem to be you just unlock stuff for your online avatar. It doesn't seem like there's any other kind of unlockables. If I do find anything, I'll let you guys know, but seems pretty simple. So the single player content is it's not too great so far. But basically, these are just pretty standard fights from what I've seen. Anyway, that's basically it. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this short. I actually have to get off the mic pretty soon, but that's basically the gist of the mechanics. Go back out into the missions. Pretty much the very first one that you do explains all the mechanics in depth. So if people really want to see that, I can go ahead and go through it again, but I basically explained most of it in that match. That kind of shows how the game will be played. Obviously not played well because I've only been playing this for about 2 hours, but you can see it explains everything here. The tutorial is actually pretty good. It teaches you about all the defensive mechanics, how to do combos and stuff. Like even here it tells you most of your combos, most of your damage is going to come from a wall bounce, so you definitely want to knock the other rider towards the wall and then continue from there. And you're also given an air dash, so you can easily get to your aerial moveset as well. Anyway, that's it. I'll catch you guys later. I will have more footage later today. Peace.